All right, here we are. Can you introduce yourself to us, your name, who you are, and how we got
Um,
here?
I am Rebecca,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm also known as Ms. And I got here because I wanted to be a better football player.
Yes.
And I reached out to Coach Saya, and he was willing to help me. Um, and that's how I found the Deadly Fit Bodies.
Nice, nice. That is beautiful. And before we even go into the start of your journey, who was, Rebecca before Sire, before Deadly Fit Bodies?
I was depressed for 7 years. I gained a lot of weight. I've always been a thicker person. I lost 60 pounds on my own about 10 years ago. And then I got married and I was happily married, got comfortable, then depressed. I became a stay-at-home mother. Um, People like to say it's an easy job. It really isn't. I would sit on the couch and eat all day and just be depressed. I was so depressed, so miserable. I was working out in the gym. I was one of those people that would go to the gym for like 2 weeks and then stop and then go back for 2 weeks. And it was my first day back and I was just killing it. And there was someone who was on, I guess you could say, like a hobby league of football. And they told me to come out and try out for the team. The day my foot hit the field, I found love.
Yes.
And then I wanted to be more. I wanted to see how far I could take football, and I tried out for the San Diego Rebellion, and they are a professional women's football tackle team. And I made the team. I got injured this season, so I couldn't play, but I directed my time towards fitness. And that's when I met Coach Saya because I was tired of feeling miserable. I was trying to do the training on my own, and I just wasn't doing it correctly.
Yes.
And that's when he decided he could help me.
Wow, wow. And here we are. How has that journey been for you from the moment you started? How is that?
In the beginning, it was really hard. Not so much the fitness because I was dedicated. I knew what I wanted to do, but maybe like other people that I knew weren't on board or they weren't as supportive as I wanted them to be. Or they just thought I would fail, which I couldn't blame them because I did do that. Everything I ever started, I quit. I never finished anything. So that was the beginning. And then there was a middle section where I just didn't have the motivation. I still showed up. I still came to the gym. I still did the reps. I didn't want to be here. But every day that I didn't want to be here, I felt good that I came. But now I feel amazing. I feel unstoppable. I can't wait to see where I'm going and what I'm going to look like, even a year from now. This is me. I feel like this is me. I found me. I love me.
Ooh, I love that. I found me. I love me. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And through the process of this journey, what was so significant about the journal entries that you've been doing?
I'm gonna go back to the one where we had to burn our negative, like what we thought negatively about ourselves, because the reason that meant the most to me is because my husband did it with me. And we went out to the backyard. I was like, "Baby, do you want to do this?" He's like, "Yes." So he went out there and I burned in, and it just signified. And I want to say that was probably the first step to just releasing all my negativity, all my negative thoughts about myself. You can ask quite a few people. I would always talk bad about myself. That one was probably the most amazing, the best journal entry. Never get rid of that one. I love that one.
Yes.
And then just reevaluating. You can always go back and redo your journal entries.
Yes.
But being able to tell yourself the positives, like my negative list is like not existent anymore. Like I don't have, because anything that's negative about me makes me me. Like that's who I am. Like anything I thought was negative about me makes me who I am. Like I may have a little extra skin over here, but oh well, that's Rebecca. Rebecca has extra skin. Who cares?
Yes.
And
so that is beautiful. And then here you are, getting ready to step on stage August 19th. How is that feeling for you right now?
I do posing every day because I'm nervous about just being up there, not being able to pose correctly.
Yes.
But I, ev- it's weird because every time I picture it, I have anxiety. But it's like a happy anxiety. Like I am going to be judged in a way that's different from how I've always been judged, how I felt I've always been judged. And that goes back to my childhood, as you know, the negative people in my life, whether it was family or people at school.
Yeah.
I was, bullied and treated poorly. And to be able to put myself out there, I'm seriously taking what I had to experience before by being judged,
Yes.
going to get judged on stage. So I'm walking back into my fear. To break that, I feel like that's a chain that's around my neck that once I step out there, whether I win, whether I don't, it doesn't matter because I'm going out there and saying, I don't care what you think about me. This is me. So.
Oof. Man, that is powerful. I don't care what you think about me. This is me. That right there it just signifies everything. I have authority over my life. Thank you very much for sharing that. And then just being surrounded, with the community out here, the royal family. How has that helped you, along the journey so far?
Oh my gosh. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have given up. I can tell you that right now. And not because my husband has that, Marine Corps mentality, like, that's what you have to do it. And I love that about him because on the days I don't want to go to the gym, or do my 3 a day days, he'll be like, go to the gym. Then I end up texting him, thank you, babe, for making me go. So I love him for that. Everyone in my life has a responsibility. I wouldn't say responsibility, but has like something that helps me.
Yes.
And the Deadly Fit team is that I look at you guys not only as role models because I see where I want to go and where I can go.
Yes.
But you are always there for the positivity. If I see you in the gym and I'm having a bad day and you just say hi, hello, and you smile at me, I just feel good.
Yes.
Like the Deadly Fit bodies brought positivity to the gym for me.
Yes.
I used to be scared. I didn't know, the cardio was the only thing I was comfortable doing because I didn't know the machines or how to lift, or I didn't even know half the exercises. I had to Google them when I got my first plan because I didn't even know what some of those were, half of them.
Yeah.
Or I would message coach and be like, hey, what's this? But you guys have brought knowledge. You have brought love. You have brought just the feel of family. You guys I'm not on the team, but I am family. And I love it. You guys are amazing.
Yes, you are amazing. Wow. Thank you very much for this. Thank you very much for sharing this. And then, come August 19, who are we expecting on that stage?
You are expecting someone that you guys would know to expect, but anyone that's ever known me they're not going to believe it's me. I'm going to be the most positive, most bubbly, inspiring person that anyone has ever seen. I cannot wait to go on that stage and own it, and just show people that anyone can, if you are mentally strong, hence journal entries, if you're mentally strong, you can do anything. The only thing that held me back before was my negativity, my mindset. Literally, that's the only thing that held me back. It wasn't my body. It wasn't, because look at me now. I'm doing everything on my own because I got my mind right. You have to get your mind right first. That's the hardest thing to do.
Yes.
Once you do, like, I'm going to go out there, I'm just going to blow everyone's mind.
Yes. Ooh. We are looking forward to that, man, August 19th. Thank you very much for that. And then lastly, before we go, was any word of advice you have for anyone watching this?
Any advice I'd have would be, you're going to have the moments where you want to quit. You're going to have the moments you don't want to do it. You just get up. Even if you don't give it your 100% that day, you go, you be a robot and just go with emotions. And then I guarantee you, at the end of the day or at the end of your workout, you're going to be like, I'm glad I did that. And then you're going to come harder next time. I did that every time. every time I didn't want to come, I showed up, I worked hard, and look at me now. Yes. I want to do it more. I want to do it harder.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate these words and we appreciate your time. Come August 19th, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a remarkable day. Thank you very much.